Aloha and welcome to another rendition of Mommy Corner Mondays. This is your girl Faye, and hope you guys been doing okay. Just taking some time out for yourself, and just I know the day-to-day things can get to us, but just make it a way where you can take some time out for yourself. So I hope you guys have been doing that since my last post. Last Mommy Corner Monday post. Today I just want to keep it short, and I do want to go over something that I saw yesterday. I didn't get to record yesterday, but because it got crazy, but I saw something yesterday. So we usually get this here, sorry. Y'all see my shirt? Hold on. It's Black Girl Magic. Anyway, like one of my favorite shirts. Anyway, so we get this bulletin, like this newsletter, this health newsletter from the VA. My husband's no longer in, but he still gets VA health care. He's have a certain percentage. And we get this newsletter, and on the back of it, it was like, it wasn't necessarily like an article really, it was like a paragraph and then some bullet points or whatever, and it talked about kids with stress. And I remember like some of the things that they were saying what kids might do when they're doing moving or going to a new school or doing something new. It reminded me of what my daughter was doing at the beginning of the school year, because I know it's kindergarten, so it's different and all that jazz, but even just the scheduling is different. She doesn't have the same group of friends anymore, and all of that can be stressful. And I think people really forget that kids get stressed out too. And I know for me, sorry, there's a bus behind me. I'm actually out of school right now. My daughter's in Kumon class while I'm recording this. Great. I hope you guys can still hear me, because I really don't want to re-record this. But I think a lot of adults forget that kids get stressed out. And I know for me, I'm only 32, but I also grew up, I'm an older millennial, but a lot of older millennials who grew up very old school. And it was like, what you mad about, you won't need to be mad because I have this and that going on. I understand our stress levels as adults are definitely different and stuff like that. But I think we also need to take time out to realize that kids can get stressed out a lot too. And I think that's why when kids are usually stressed at home, it manifests into the school, and that's why you have a lot of kids with a lot of issues, and they always go to the home first, because that's usually where it originates from. And then it talked about that, and I just wanted to what I do as far as because I see some of my mannerisms in my daughter, and I get frustrated very, very easily, and she's just like that. She's me, and I kind of didn't want her to be like that, but at the same time, because I stayed at home for so long, and she's even now, I work, but I work part-time, and she's still majority around me because my husband works crazy hours and at night too. So I'm like one of the main parents that she's around for the most part, and it's hard because like I said, I didn't want her to be like me, and it's hard because I'm myself, I'm me, this is who I am, and when she's around me, I'm like, you can't help that. And one thing I've been doing to help her stress, and I think it is helping her, I've noticed, is I'm having a one-on-one with her. I think if you're in a two-parent home, I know this is hard being a single mom, but if you're in a two-parent home, I think having a one-on-one with your children is very beneficial. Like, I stress to my husband sometimes, especially with him working nights and long days and stuff, she barely sees him. I tell him, get some time with your daughter, and they do, but sometimes I tell them, like, what I mean by that is take her out of the house, put her in another environment, because I sometimes feel like sometimes that home environment or it's just maybe they won't open up or something. I don't know. I think for me, I'm ballpark, parenting, there's no right or wrong answer, but ballpark for me, I think taking them for my husband, I tell him, take her out of the house, like go to Baskin Robbins or go here and have like a conversation with her about just her life and how she's doing, because we're all so busy that I don't even think we realize that sometimes we're not even interconnecting with each other. We're just waking up and going about our daily activities without even thinking, And I know for me, I know for him, usually bedtime, he does the bedtime routine because he's on his way to work. He does the story time. So that's their time when he reads her story and he talks to her. And since I'm around her for the most part, we're kind of busy on like homework, and she does her chores or she goes outside, and it depends on, like today we're at Kuban, I'm not even at home. So, you know, usually bath time is for us because I allow her to soak in, play a little while, and sometimes I'll sit on the toilet and we'll just have a conversation, you know. Like not even just how your day, because usually that's a dinner thing for us. It's like just really getting to know my daughter, you know, really getting to know her. And I know this sounds crazy, but I don't think a lot of parents really know their kids and what they're really going through. And so I think it's just important. And for me, because my daughter's only 5, for me, I think establishing that type of connection is going to be beneficial for me in the long run. Now, of course, she's going to be a teenager, and she's going to go through, but she ain't going to tell me everything. Guess what? That's okay. I don't need to know everything. She may go to my sister, her aunt, for some advice, and I think that's good because my sister might have a different perspective or an answer that me and my husband cannot give her, and that's why I'm very like, I get it, but I don't like the fact that sometimes, you know, we tell kids like, don't talk to that person, because I think it's more of an ego thing with us, an ego trip. Like, I want them knowing that I don't got stuff under control, and that is I think it's kind of damaging to kids, because I think they need to talk to different type of people, because they're all going through different things and we're all different people. But like I said, going back to, I think me having that one-on-one conversation with her now, that bonding, trusting relationship is going to be beneficial when she is a teenager and when she's older. And I am the person that she can come to, and because I am her mom, and this is her home, and me and her father are a safe place where she can always come to, and she can trust us. So anyway, I just wanted to discuss that. Basically, kids and stress, I think for me, you can read up on it. I think having one-on-one conversations with your kids, establishing something, actually helps them become less stressed, because they're able to vent and they're able to talk. So anyway, this is your girl Faye, Mommy Corner Mondays. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.